2025 is going to be here before we know it. And if we're not careful, we're going to be struggling with the same issues and problems that we had this year all the way through next year with no end in sight. As a man, your goal this year, next year, and any other year should be becoming the best version of yourself. Increasing your finances, improving your credit score, investing for your future, climbing higher on your career ladder, cultivating a healthy lifestyle with a clean diet and good workout routine, and nurturing relationships. That way you can live life to its fullest potential, positively impact the world, and improve the lives of those around you. But you have to take intentional action to make a change and start working on these things now, so that when next year rolls around, you're already dedicated, disciplined, focused, motivated, and seeing results for your efforts. The momentum that you build right now will carry you past January, February, and March, when everyone else is giving up on their New Year's resolutions and reverting back to their old selves. And I'm right there with you. I want to continue improving myself, growing as a person, building wealth for my family, and working to reach my full potential as a man, father, friend, partner, and entrepreneur. So let's talk about what we need to do to become the best version of ourselves. But first, I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it. There are three main areas in life that most men struggle with and should continue constantly working to improve. It's health, finances, and relationships. And there are a bunch of other things that fall in between these categories. But if you start addressing and working on these three things right now, it will set you up for success next year and throughout the rest of your life. But first things first, nothing's more important than your health, because without good health, you really have nothing. Seriously, all the money in the world doesn't mean anything to you or your family if you're not around to enjoy it. As far as money, so many things fall under that umbrella that need to be addressed. Like, are you on a good career path? Do you have an emergency fund? Are you in debt? Is your credit score good? And are you investing your money? As any man out there can attest to, when you're struggling financially, it causes so much stress, anxiety, and depression that it will literally keep you up at night, and even more so if you have people dependent on you. And the last thing from those three areas is something that a lot of men neglect, and that's to our own detriment. It's relationships, and I'm not just talking about dating. I'm talking about friendships and networking. These days, there's an entire epidemic of lonely, depressed men, and a lot of that is the result of men having a lack of true, meaningful relationships with family, friends, co-workers, and significant others. Just like when it comes to health or money, as men, we have to be proactive and intentional with networking and cultivating relationships. But I assure you, whatever your struggles are, wherever you are on your health, financial, or relationship journeys, you can transform from the version of yourself today into the best, most successful, outgoing version of yourself. All it takes is planning, commitment, patience, and determination to get there. But follow through and consistency is actually where a lot of men struggle, which is why having a community that supports you and provides accountability is so important. So I created a Discord that you can join right now to help me do just that. Just click the link in the description to join the server. Like I mentioned, getting healthy automatically solves so many other issues in life. If you're in a rut, not feeling good or confident about yourself, feeling isolated and depressed, just getting out of the house and going to the gym a couple days a week will help you build discipline and confidence. Just as important, it'll get you out of your four walls and allow you to interact with actual people, which makes a world of difference. If you don't already have a gym membership and can afford it, find a gym close to you that has the equipment and environment that you like and join it. The next thing is coming up with a workout plan. Google and YouTube are great resources for that, as well as just trial and error, figuring out what works best for you. I've been consistent in the gym for about 14 years, so I really haven't had a written workout routine that I follow, but I'll share the basics of what I do in the gym. My routine is a 4-day split. I usually do about 15 minutes of steady state cardio as a warm-up. That's a treadmill, bike, or elliptical. And then I hit the weights, trying to get in another 10 minutes of high intensity cardio like jump rope or sprints after my workout. Day one for me is chest. Day two is back. Day three is arms. And day four is legs. And then it's rinse and repeat, fitting in a rest day whenever you feel is best for you. I do my best to break down workouts, sets, and reps in the Discord, as well as answer any questions that I can. But don't get overwhelmed with that. The most important thing is finding the gym that works for you and just getting in the gym ASAP to get started. But like anyone will tell you, drinking tons of water and just having a healthy diet is just as important as working out, if not more. I'm sure you've heard abs are made in the kitchen and not the gym, and that's so true. I'm no dietitian, but just sharing what works for me. Stay away from fast food, junk food, sugary drinks, and eat home-cooked meals. Lots of protein and healthy carbs and vegetables with every meal. Just like finding an exact workout routine that works best for you, you have to do the same with your diet. And hopefully for anybody that knows better that can offer any more advice, they can do it in the Discord. Seeing results takes time, and it can be frustrating sometimes putting in the work and not seeing the results immediately. But the main thing is to start putting in work right now. Focus on feeling better, getting stronger, and enjoying your workout routine. I promise the results will come, and the process will give you a major confidence boost. At the same time, we should be working to improve our financial situations. Given this economy, I don't have to tell you how important money is. The cost of everything is higher than ever. Credit card debt is the highest it's ever been, and American wages have stagnated. But it's not all gloom and doom, because we can take control of our finances. The first step to doing so is coming up with and following a budget. It sounds overwhelming, but it's not as hard as you might think, because just about every banking app out there offers tools that will basically plug in your income as well as your expenses and create a budget that works for you. The goal is to cut back on unnecessary expenses, pay off expensive credit card debt and loans, save enough money to give you a cushion in case of emergencies, and invest the rest in your future. The first thing to do is prioritize building an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of expenses. Having an emergency fund is so important, because if you don't have money to fall back on in tough situations, you'll end up depending on debt and digging yourself into an even deeper hole. Then you need to make sure that you're invested in your retirement. If you have the type of job that offers a 401k or retirement fund, especially if it's one that matches your contributions, start paying into it ASAP. If you can't max out your contributions at the start, make sure that you're working your way to it, and take advantage of your company match, because that's basically free money that you're missing out on if not. If you're younger, it's so important to invest as early as possible, because you want to get compound interest, which does miracles on your side. With compound interest, very small investments grow exponentially over time. And if your job doesn't offer retirement, it's not the end of the world. You can look into investing in Roth IRAs, which will allow you to contribute $7,000 to $8,000 a year. And it's just another way to save up for retirement. Once those two things are squared away, you have to go extra hard in paying off debt. Credit cards have their use, but so many people are drowning in commercial debt because of high credit card interest. There are a bunch of different methods to attack it and paying off credit card debt. I've always used the snowball method, which is paying off the smallest card first and then just rolling it over to the next card, and so on until you're debt free. But again, you can find a bunch of different methods to pay off debt on Google and figure out what works best for you in your situation. Without big monthly payments going to credit cards, you'll have more money available than you can imagine. And having disposable income opens doors to so many other possibilities that you may have been missing out on. You'll be able to invest in yourself, like paying for training or programs that will teach you new skills, or start a new business that'll bring in even more money for you. You'll also be able to take advantage of networking opportunities, broaden your horizons by traveling, and dating without stressing about whether you can afford it or not. So if you've already gotten your health and finances together, it puts you in the perfect position of cultivating genuine, organic relationships. It's no secret that it's not easy for men to make friends. Most of us naturally have smaller friend groups than women, and once we're past the college age, working in our careers, living on our own, building families, our circles will most likely get even smaller. And that's how this epidemic of lonely men becomes so real. But again, there's hope. With us working to improve the other areas in our lives, that will allow us to proactively take advantage of networking opportunities and events. It'll allow us to travel to new places and meet new people. And I know meeting new people isn't the most comfortable thing, especially if you're not the most outgoing person. We may have to force ourselves out of our comfort zones to start conversations with new people. The truth is, it takes work to become more social. If it's not natural, you have to learn to be pleasant and confident during interactions with people, which will in turn make people even more drawn to you. But it takes work, and hopefully people in the Discord will be able to give tips about what you can do to make yourself more comfortable in those situations. Addressing these areas in life, health, finances, and relationships will put you on a path of not just self-improvement, but lifelong success. And the really important thing is not to be perfect with any of this stuff, and not to wait to get started until you have the perfect plan. What's really important is just to get started now. Again, make sure you join the Discord. We can share information with each other, coach each other, support each other, and more importantly, hold each other accountable. I really plan on having the best 2025 possible, and I want you to do the same. But thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Again, don't forget to join the Discord. Make sure you check out the next video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.